Big Brother fans. And this year they actually changed the format a lot this year, because they had it where it was well, I don't know. I don't want to go into the whole thing, but basically, if you watch the show, you know that they typically usually have one head of household. This year they have two, and then they just really changed up everything. Anyway, one of the things that has happened though recently is one of the castmates on the show, his name's Caleb. He's like this country boy guy, whatever. And he's actually, in my opinion, the hottest guy on the show. There's another guy on the show named something. I can't remember his name. But he's pretty hot too. But the hottest guy on the show is this racist guy, apparently, in my opinion. And he's got a beautiful body, and he's very country and very masculine and everything. So he's definitely hot, but unfortunately he's definitely like a total racist as well, and total homophobe. He actually says, his name is Caleb Reynolds, and he said in a post on Instagram about a year and a half ago, he wrote in a response to a Barack Obama thing, he said, quote, "You agree with fags? I guess so, but I don't agree with murdering an innocent baby," which he clearly doesn't mind. "You're just a Democrat that wants the Muslim monkey in office." I mean, that's pretty fucking racist. I mean, it's not like he just said something about Obama being, like insinuated racist, but he also said something about him being a monkey. And then, of course, he says he doesn't agree with fags or whatever. So, interestingly enough, he is the first head of household. Well, there's two head of households, like I told you. So he's the first head of household, and he says to share their head of household with the other head of household, which is a gay guy named Spencer. I can't remember his name. Anyway, and so he seems to be getting along with him just fine, and I haven't seen any indication of his racist ranting or anything yet. But, of course, the show is young. The season is young, I should say. So I don't know what's going to actually happen ultimately, but we'll see. I don't know. I think that... I don't know if he's really racist or what, but if he really is a racist and a homophobe, I mean, I hope he doesn't win. We had the whole issue with Erin, whatever her name is, the racist anti-Asian chick, Erin Grice, I think was her name, last season. And she was also a big racist. And this has only been happening in the past season and this season. So I'm wondering if there's something going on within this generation where racism is coming back. I mean, it's making a comeback. For the longest time, it seemed like it was going away, and people were not so fucking hung up on bullshit and things that doesn't matter, like race or whatever, or homosexuality or religion or whatever. But it seems like last season and this season, these young people in their 20s or whatever are just kind of fucking racist. A few of them were, actually. So I don't know. It's pretty sad. But I don't know. Living in a house with somebody who's like that, I would not, for one, be able to deal. I would not be able to bite my tongue at all. You know me, if you listen to my show. I would not be able to bite my tongue for 1 second if he ever did anything. And these people don't know that he did this, I guess, before they came in there, because they didn't know who they were going to be in the show with. So they couldn't look him up or anything before they came in there. So they don't know anything about his past. But so far, he hasn't done anything. So they don't know how he feels about these things. But I don't know if they're going to find out or not. But we'll see. One more thing I want to talk about was an Indiana clerk had denied marriage license in Indiana, even though she's required to issue them, due to her biblical beliefs. And I wanted to say, if we all did things like that, we all didn't do things that we should do by law based on our biblical beliefs, or our religious beliefs or non-religious beliefs or whatever, there's a lot of fucking shit people wouldn't do. I mean, she doesn't have the right to just unilaterally decide, I'm not going to issue gay marriage certificates, even though it's the law now, because I don't agree with it, even though it's my fucking job. So fuck her. I'm so fucking sick of people like this and people who are trying to use their own, religious agenda to, kind of impose their own religious agenda upon the rest of us. It's so fucking ridiculous. Now, people who are anti-gay would say, "Well, what about the gay agenda? You're trying to impose the gay agenda on all of us." Fuck you. No, we're not. We're not making you get gay married or making you have gay adoption. We're not doing anything to make you do anything. We're not trying to prevent you from getting married to someone. We're not trying to prevent you from adopting kids. We're not trying to prevent you from having equal rights. That's the difference, people. That people like this, these idiot religious nutbags, the difference is they are trying to take away our rights and trying to prevent us from having equality. We're trying to take something away from us. And we are trying to have something that is of equal measure. Nothing more, nothing less. That is the difference. And so people need to figure out the fucking difference here, because there is one. Anyway, that's the whole show for today. I want to thank you for listening to Game Ass. If you missed any part of the show, you can listen to it in the archives if you weren't listening live. And I'll be back later in the week, hopefully with Brain Purge if I have time. If not, I'll be back next week for sure with Game Ass. I want to thank you for listening and have a great night.